5, 4, 3, 2, 1. David Freese in the lodge. Friday night. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
It's good to see
are
you. I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Well, tell me a little bit about what you've been up to. You're a busy dude these days.
Yeah, I like to say so. I'm working still, doing that Outback thing, waitering,
Making some cash.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills. But, I started a band with a couple of my friends.
What's the name of the band?
It's called Brown Sugar and the Blind Albinos.
You know what's crazy about that, and this is a testament to your character? When did you start this band?
So we've been developing it a lot recently. Me and the guitarist and the drummer Jimmy and Andrew, we started a couple years back, and then when did you start Brown Sugar and the Blind Albinos? When did that project officially start? A couple months ago.
See, now here's what I was going to get at. You and I hung out maybe like when I first moved into this apartment back in May. And you told me about this idea, how you wanted to start this band, Brown Sugar and the Blind Albinos.
Yeah, bro.
And now here we are, Q4, December, and fucking Brown Sugar and the Blind Albinos are going in now, baby.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude, I love it, man.
Yeah,
I love the hustle.
Bro, it's fucking great.
Dude, all right, so tell us about this band, man. What kind of style are we dealing with? Tell us about who's Brown Sugar. I'm going to take it you're one of the Blind Albinos?
Yes, I'm one of the Blind Albinos. As you can see with the sunglasses. I can't really...
You can't see this. Fair enough.
But
you know what to do with your hands. And that's impressive for a blind guy,
always,
dude.
Man. You got to do it. You got to... The rest of the senses get heightened once that shit happens.
Oh, yeah.
But, so, Brown Sugar came into the fold couple months back. I started working at Outback, and he works there as well, and we always talked about music and shit, and he raps. So I said, you know what? I'm not a lyricist. Andrew can write some lyrics.
And Andrew's the guitarist?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Can write some lyrics, but he's not like a lyricist.
I understand.
We want someone who can... paint
you a word picture.
Exactly. So we brought him in, a couple practices, and then when a couple things started really taking off was when we started doing. We found this like studio to work at,
to jam at.
Yeah, so we started going once a week on Tuesdays. We sat down and we wrote. We had a couple of things that we had pretty much done from before Brown Sugar was involved. We worked on those first. He wrote the lyrics to that. Awesome. Great. The thing that really got me excited about this was when, after we got through those songs, and we started writing more, and we got a couple of other songs on there now. So there were 3 that we pretty much had done. We wrote another 3 in like a couple weeks, maybe. And we have 2 other ones that are like nearly done. We just recorded a live EP on a couple Tuesdays ago. That was great. We got a bunch of people to come in. We got like 20 people to come for that.
Is it possible to listen to this live EP, like right now?
Not right now, because we still got to mix and master everything.
Gotcha.
We got to make it sound nice. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Okay,
so
it's still in post. It's still in post.
Yeah, it's still in post, but it'll be out. It'll be out by the time that gig comes around.
Which gig?
We're playing on December 29th at One-Eyed Jack's in Levittown, Wantagh, right on the border there. Yeah, 2 one-hour sets. Yeah, it's freaking gonna be.
That's
awesome.
Gonna be awesome, man. Well, I'm definitely going to be there. And Lodge folks, I better see some of your asses out there.
Please support your local scene.
Promote your local scene, and you are not going to want to miss this shit.
Absolutely not.
You are not. It's going to be a party, dude.
Like
a fiesta.
Yeah,
it's not like, we're going to go there and listen to music. It's like, no, we're going to go there and we're going to be the music.
Have some fucking fun.
Exactly.
Don't just stand there. I've been to so many shows at these fucking bars where
people just fucking stand there, man.
Oh, they're good. No, we want you moving and grooving and having a good time.
Well, that's what
you
you got to be a participant.
Exactly.
You know, you're not there to like listen and worship. You're there to dance. You're there to be with it. And look, there's, not everyone's a dancer when they go to these shows.
No, absolutely not.
And you got to be empathetic to that to an extent.
Of course.
But you got to let yourself feel the music. Bro.
Exactly.
Just
move
especially the
a
style
little
you guys
bit.
play. If I'm not mistaken, it's like a funkadelic rap kind of.
Yeah, like funk rock rap type things.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, dude.
It's fucking great, man.
Well, yeah.
I love it.
So what's the date and where's it going on again?
December 29th at One-Eyed Jack's
in Levittown.
In Levittown/Wantagh. Some places say it's Levittown. Some places say it's Wantagh. It's like right on that fucking border.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. It's
easy place. No, it's an easy place to find.
Exactly. It's right on Wantagh Ave. So like you take either the southern state or the northern state, get off Wantagh Ave, and you're right fucking there.
Beautiful. So tell me about your bandmates. How long have you been playing with Jimmy, who's the drummer, and how long have you been playing with Andrew, the guitarist? You talked to us about Brown Sugar,
yes.
So we know he's new to the mix.
And we got another guitarist as well.
Oh, you guys got another guitarist?
Yes, his name is David Blanco. He's fucking great.
David Blanco.
Yeah. So there's two Davids. So we got Freese and we got Blanco.
White.
And,
you guys are like snow. Like Blanco? That's like that.
It's
like
white,
Spanish.
white, Freese. Yeah. That actually.
And then Freese, like white like snow.
How none of us thought of that is completely impressive.
You're too busy writing music, dude, all right? You're too busy making the tunes. Oh, my God.
So he came in a couple months back as well, which, in my opinion, we really needed. We needed something to fill out the sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't do all that much with just one guitar, bass, and drums.
Well, I'd argue that a little bit. You can certainly make a three-piece like that sound like an orchestra, but not for the style of music you do.
Right, and it's
so rhythm-based,
right.
where you need a rhythm guitar.
Exactly.
Right. Because I guess, and correct me if I'm wrong, having a rhythm guitarist enables you to be a little more free as a bassist, right?
Of course.
Because it's not always on you to hold everything together.
Exactly. I can do like fills and stuff. It's beautiful. Like the creativity there.
I'm so excited to see you guys play.
Yo,
I really think you guys are gonna kill it.
We're playing 2-hour-long sets.
That's insane.
Bro, like
that's insane.
We found out about this a couple weeks ago, so we were like, all right. So they want a lot of covers, right?
Of course.
Which is good, because we don't have fucking 2 hours worth of material yet. But, so we were like, what the fuck are we going to do? What covers are we going to do? We have a couple that we already have, like, ready to go. But we don't fill fucking 2 hours. You know what I mean?
2 hours is a lot of time, dude. Dude, there are professional bands that don't fill out 2 hours.
Exactly.
They only have like a 75, 90-minute set.
Like you see the Chili Peppers and they play for an hour and a half. Maybe. You know what I mean?
But they didn't always used to be like that, right?
They've been doing that pretty much from
they?
What I know, their entire career. Yeah,
why do I feel like I
2
heard
hours.
people why do I feel like I heard people tell me they played for a long time? I don't know. I do know like from that like 90s era-ish that Pearl Jam can play for like 3 or 4 hours. Like they'll just keep going.
Oh yeah, they're fucking great. I saw them at the Global Citizen Festival a couple years ago. They fucking killed it. I wasn't a huge fan before, but like once I freaking saw them live, it was like, where the fuck have you been?
Yo, straight up. That's the thing about a live show, man, there's something about seeing it in front of you that allows it to like compute better.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
It's like I grew up and my dad always played Earth, Wind and Fire. Loves Earth, Wind and Fire. So I grew up listening to Earth, Wind and Fire. And I always liked it, but never really like stuck. Then we went to see him live, and then I could not get enough.
Fucking killer.
After seeing them live, I was like,
White. Fucking
exactly.
Great.
It's like, now I really understand. You know what I'm saying?
He fucking kills it. Fucking, what's his name? The singer.
I'm not
Philip Bailey.
His name.
Philip Bailey is fucking great. He has like 4 different octaves he could sing. It's like incredible.
Dude,
like,
he sounds like a tea kettle at certain points. He goes so fucking high. God.
Have you ever heard his duet with Phil Collins?
No.
It's fucking bomb, man.
Are you serious?
It's great.
What did they do?
It's called Easy Lover. and it's just like a simple da 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 da, and they're just freaking going.
Oh my God, we'll have to watch that after this.
Oh, of course,
Is it a YouTube video, I presume?
Of course. They wrote this song in like the 80s, and it was just freaking great. It's such an overlooked song too. But
they're an interesting combination, those two.
Exactly.
That's
like,
why I'm trying to wrap my head around it, or like how it would even sound. But you know something? Phil Collins, he wrote the Tarzan soundtrack.
He did.
And you know what?
Son of Man.
You know what?
You'll be in my heart. Come on.
He could have just taken his paycheck and gone home. But do you know what Phil did? He made bangers.
Murdered.
And he did it for us.
Oh, it was awesome.
He gave us
soundtrack.
He gave us everything. We've turned our back on him.
Yeah, I know. What? Because he's kind of old, white, and lame. I mean, yeah, but...
Bro, we're all doomed.
Exactly.
Us white folk are all doomed to eventually be old, white, and lame.
Exactly.
Such is every man's fear.
But Jesus, there's nothing worse than, nothing better that even like, you know, it's funny. They make fun of him. Like, you ever see that South Park episode?
Yeah, the kids are listening to Phil Collins. And they try,
what have we done? What's the opposite of riddle in? Riddle out.
See, I felt like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt like that episode was just an allegory for hip hop music.
Yeah,
but they chose the most like not hip hop thing to take its vessel. You know what I mean?
I love what they do with musicians on that freaking show too.
Oh yeah,
it's
hilarious,
incredible. They did. Who else did they do? They did Rod Stewart, and he's just old, decrepit in a freaking wheelchair. It's great. You gotta watch that. If you've never watched,
he is old and decrepit. He's not in the wheelchair yet, but he is old and decrepit.
Oh my God! I saw him when I was in the 8th grade.
Did you really?
Rod is God, man.
Good show.
It was great, but his voice is just shot.
Well, because he's one of those guys where like. He had a good voice, but he didn't sing properly.
No,
and he paid for
growly voice that just.
And he was a smoker too. Oh, and that's not going to help.
Never. But I enjoyed every fucking second of it. I loved it. Freaking Baby Jane, Maggie May. Now I'm just freaking listing bullshit, but you know.
That's fair. Who would you say are your guys' biggest influences, or if you had to compare yourself to an act that people might know? What would you say?
Compare to an act?
Just to give people an idea, because we kind of painted the idea of like funkadelic rap, but
okay,
what band do you guys sort of resemble?
So, I like to say,
or you can make a combination of like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
If you want to make a sandwich.
Some people I've heard Rage Against the Machine a little bit.
Interesting. Wow.
Like a lot of early Chili Peppers, like rhythm-based
really
stuff. Yeah. Like, what else? Parliament Funkadelic is one of my.
I was waiting for you to say some P-Funk
influences. It's
no matter what you touch, David. There's always going to be a little P-Funk in it.
Of course, because it's always been in my freaking life, no matter what. Like, even when I was young and I didn't even know what the fuck funk was.
What is it?
We want the funk, but give up the funk.
What is it about the funk attitude that captivates you?
Just the fact that you can move in it and that it's real. It comes from the earth. It comes from the inside, man.
Unwrap that further. Tell me more.
It's more than just writing out. Because a lot of genres are very lyric based.
Correct.
Very like, this is the story I want to tell. This is the picture I want to paint with these words, along with this kind of melody. When you're talking about funk, you get that music in there. You want that rhythm. You want the groove. You want all that stuff that's inside you, all that stuff that you want to just...
It's sort of and it's not to say the lyrics aren't important.
No, because they definitely are.
It's very much a music first, word second kind of genre.
Exactly. Not saying that the words aren't important, because that's what most people are going to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we have a song called "Where's She At?" and the chorus is I do a slap bass thing. And freaking Brown Sugar just, where's she at? It's just freaking great. It's awesome.
Fuck yes.
It kills, and I love every second of it. I really do.
Well, I think, honestly, that's probably what, like, what empowers you guys.
Oh yeah.
At least from your end.
Oh yeah.
That you're so into it that you breathe it.
So
it's like it's effortless for you, you know?
Right. And the best thing is that like we all have our different influences. You know what I mean?
That's
we
what
all
it
come
should
from
be.
different
Bro, it's all
things.
everything is fusion now, baby.
Oh yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Me and Jimmy were a funk rhythm section. Always have been, always will be. But then we have Jimmy also loves a shit ton of other bands.
I know, Jimmy's got a very wide range.
Wide range.
I've talked to him about everything from fucking hip hop to the Rolling Stones, you know?
Right, exactly. Andrew is a big, he loves Radiohead, loves Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I gathered that from him.
Right. Yeah, he loves that kind of like mood setting, like
ambient.
Yeah,
sort of, yeah.
But yo, he's been freaking doing this rhythm thing with us now, and he's freaking getting into it too. Fucking love it. And David Blanco, he's got that fucking metalhead. He loves that Slayer shit. Yeah.
So that's probably where the rage comes from.
Yes.
The Rage Against the Machine comes from him.
A lot of distortion from him, and
this sounds so dirty, bro. I can't wait to hear this. Because I know what you and Jimmy can do.
Of course.
And I know a little bit of what Andrew can do.
Yeah,
he sampled some stuff from me when we were chilling in my backyard that one time. But I'm really excited to see this new guitarist.
Yep.
And I'm really excited to see Brown Sugar.
Oh, he's a great freaking frontman
You fucking prophesized him.
Oh, yeah, man. I was ready to freaking go.
And you met him in your hometown. Ain't that wild,
How
bro? How
crazy is that shit?
So crazy. But, David Freese, you are here.
I am here.
The night of the release of Super Smash Brothers.
Fucking Super fucking Smash Brothers.
And after this fucking podcast is the fucking tournament.
Yes.
Who you planning on maining?
You trying to get some information from me, bro?
Bro, I'm maining Link tonight, bro. I'll tell you right now.
Right.
I'm taking Link. Cards on the table, bro. Dick
I don't
on
know.
the table.
I don't know, man. I love Bowser.
Well, you're loving the
game.
bruisers, bro.
I am. I do. I love those freaking strong. I used to main Ike in Brawl.
Yeah, dude. Heavy hitter.
I didn't have for the Wii U, so I never
didn't have
bought
Smash
the
4?
Wii U. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I got. I skipped that generation of Nintendo.
A lot of people did.
Like, right? Who got the Wii U? You got the Wii U, but like,
I got the Wii U for Smash.
Exactly.
Smash and Star Fox Zero.
Right.
And that's really it. I got Hyrule Warriors, which was fun, but you know, it's like a second-rate game at the end of the day.
Yo, but the Switch has been killing it.
No,
man.
the Switch. It's the balance.
It's amazing.
We had to endure the Wii U to
course.
get the magnificent system that is the Switch.
From
they really
Odyssey,
nailed it, man.
I haven't played I've played a little bit of Breath of the Wild, but I haven't really gotten through it.
It's unbelievable. It
even
feels
from
like
what
you're
I've
running
played.
through a Studio Ghibli film. The soundtrack is beautiful because there are some points where all you're hearing is just somebody on a piano. So much of you walking around Hyrule is just somebody playing a very ambient piano.
I love that.
And it's just so soothing. And the gameplay is amazing. The weapon system is great.
Yeah, you break the weapons.
You break the weapons.
Right?
You got to keep re-upping your weapons and
That's
shit.
crazy.
Bro, you buy your own house and you stock
Oh,
up. Yeah, dude, you
shit.
could stock up your shields and swords and shit.
That's awesome.
No, it's so fucking wild, man.
How big? The map has got to be humongous.
Map is the biggest map I've definitely ever played. Given I haven't played that many open world games, but I played a few, especially in the last couple of years. And it's expansive too. Like it's not just like one plane, you know. There's the mountainous lava volcano region. There's the fucking there's a whole center patch in the middle of the fucking map of the Lost Woods, and it's huge, and most of it is foggy.
Ooh.
You know, it's not like some of the older incarnations where it's like a labyrinth. It's like, no, this one is you just can't see shit.
I love it.
Very fucking cool. Then they have like a
amazing.
bird village that lives atop like a pillar.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really cool. Then there's the Zora's Domain, which is just gorgeous.
I'm
gorgeous.
But I gotta finish a bunch of games, man.
Dude, there's too many games out there, bro. I feel you. I feel you.
I got Let's Go Eevee. I got Mario Odyssey. I'm more than halfway through with Mario Odyssey.
Let's talk. I actually want to go back to Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu.
All right.
I want to talk about that. It's a hot ticket that just came out.
All right.
What are your thoughts?
I love it.
You fucking love it?
I do. I really do.
Did you play Sun and Moon?
I played Ultra Sun and
Ultra Moon.
Ultra Sun. Yeah.
Which one did you prefer?
I gotta say I prefer Let's Go.
I have to agree with you.
Cause freaking Sun and Moon, it's just the same.
It's the same shit. Yeah, too
And
much of the same shit.
Right.
Too much of the same shit.
Look, I like that they changed it up. I love that the wild Pokemon come in like the overworld.
Yep.
You can avoid the million freaking Zubats in fucking.
I like that you
caves.
could see the wild Pokemon
Right,
now, and you
it's
could
like
choose
really
to avoid
there.
them if you want to.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're really there.
If you were in that world, they wouldn't be disappearing, and then you walk in the tall grass, boom! Oh
Yeah,
shit!
exactly. Oh, I guess I didn't see that
right,
big fucking Rhydon there.
Frickin-
Whoops.
This freaking
And
Onyx, like
and it's
what?
and it's like it feels like you're hunting the Pokemon now, as opposed to it's like say you wanted to catch a Vulpix, right? So you just walked around in
Which,
this
by
grass.
the way, I have a Alolan Ninetales, and it is the shit.
Dude, I have an Alolan Raichu, and it's the shit. Psychic Electric,
Shit.
next
That's
level.
great.
That's a big redeeming quality about Sun and Moon, though. I thought the Pokemon were great.
Oh yeah.
I thought the Pokemon were great.
I liked them a lot.
I felt like some of the later titles post Ruby Sapphire, sometimes their Pokemon creativity definitely suffers. But I thought Sun and
liked
Moon had some good
Sinnoh.
ones.
I did not. I liked Gen 4.
Yeah,
Gen 5 is where it kind of.
that's Black and White, right?
Yeah, I was not a fan of Black and White.
Have you heard the rumors that Gen 8's going to be open world?
Like what do you
Gen
mean?
8, the next Pokemon.
Like
Because Let's Go isn't a flagship title. It's a,
Right,
it's a,
right,
you know,
right.
But the next flagship one, the sequel to Sun and Moon.
so it's just gonna
supposed to
be
be
like
open
you
world.
can go wherever the fuck you want, whenever you want.
Yeah, that's the rumor. I don't know. I don't know whether or not it's true, but it's
I don't
just
know
a
how
rumor.
I feel about that.
I'm about it. I'm
Just-
about it if they did it like they did Breath of the Wild, because there's a lot of portions of the map that you really can't reach until you've
you're high
explored some
enough
other
level.
places.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
there is a box,
right?
but
So it's not like just open,
super
open.
Yeah, it's not Skyrim.
Yeah, right.
Not that kind.
Okay, so like you'll have to like up your levels and stuff before you can go to.
Most certainly. Most certainly.
You think they're
you'll
gonna
have
go
do
back to
some
gyms,
What do you mean?
like gym leaders and stuff? Because in Sun and Moon it was the.
You're right. They should. I liked it.
I agree.
And they should expand on it.
I agree.
You should make the gyms kind of like a labyrinth.
Not saying that I didn't like what they did with Sun and Moon, how they had the leaders of the islands,
Yeah.
and like they were creating their own Pokemon League. That was cool, but like it took forever to get those trials. And,
Yep.
like there were a million of them,
And it's just-
there were sub bosses, and it was
Exactly.
Just like, come on.
But Let's Go moves so smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get around quick. It's cool to ride your Pokemon, like
Bro.
fly around on your Charizard.
I texted you that
You did.
fucking
You're like,
day.
yeah. You're like, I never need to play a Pokemon game again. I
It's
flew on a
true.
Charizard.
That's it.
We did it.
That's the dream.
We
right
peaked.
there.
It's over.
I'm riding my fucking Charizard.
Well, that's one of the things I love the most about the game too, is there were different ways to play. It
Right.
wasn't. I just didn't have. I didn't have to thunderbolt my way through the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there was the catching mechanic. There was a new. It was a new challenge. It was like the Safari Zone, but everywhere.
I
know what I'm
love
saying?
that thing.
It
but
was
it
great.
gets frustrating though.
That's good though. You need a
Yes.
challenge because the battles really don't challenge you.
Oh no,
But,
you
like-
fly through that.
But
shit.
those moments when you're trying to catch like the Pokemon you need, especially the legendaries, that's a good thrill.
I haven't
man.
gotten to legendaries yet. I was playing for a while. It's my problem, man. I will
I feel
play
you.
most of a game and then I'll stop.
I do that sometimes
It's
too
a
because like
problem.
I know for me it's like because I just did this with Star Fox. Is I love the game so much that I played a lot.
Right.
And then I get towards the end, I'm like, I don't want this to end yet. I still love this
Right.
game.
Right.
You know?
Either that or
So
just you binge so much of it that you're like, I need to take a little break.
I need to take a little break from it. Yeah, I feel that.
Except the only game that recently that didn't do that to me, fucking Spider-Man on the PS4.
I heard Spider-Man was fucking awesome.
Holy
Is it really that good?
shit. The story, the characters, the gameplay, the world. It was just fucking beautiful. And traversing around New York City and just everything was A+ in that fucking game. And I was so invested in the story that I needed to know what happens.
Yeah.
I needed to know what happens.
That's a great feeling, man. That's a great feeling.
'Cause
that's
that's the
what makes
thing.
you feel like you're part of the story.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm part of the there are a lot of gamers who are like, fuck this story. Who gives a shit?
I'm not like that.
I'm
at
not
all.
like that either.
I'm not like that at all.
If it's a good story, I'm fucking in.
I'm into it.
And the thing with Let's Go, the fucking story
was a little bit more in depth. Was a little bit more alive.
Yeah, I liked it, and you got to see characters that would show up later. Like you got to see some of the Elite Four early.
Exactly.
You got to, but once you get past like all like the Team Rocket stuff, it's like, all right, I gotta go to Cinnabar Island.
Yeah, I feel
I
you.
gotta get the 8th gym, and then with Mario Odyssey, it's like you gotta go to the next world. You gotta find a couple moons.
Yep.
You gotta. And, like, I think it should have ended that Odyssey. I think that should have ended with the new Donk City world. I think that should have been it, because they have, at the end of that world...
Bro, it's a Mario game. It's got to end at Bowser
No,
and his
no,
castle.
yeah, no, I get it, right. That should have been, like, the final boss world thing.
Okay.
You go to Donk City, and it's like a whole celebration. It's like... I'll be your one-up girl, and you're going through the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, that's the end. And then you go, and there's like...
So much more of the game left.
Right, exactly.
You're right. New Donk City should have been towards the end. Like, right before that final act of facing Bowser or something.
That's what I think. It should have been that, and then the Bowser world comes after. Not that I started the Ice world. It's fun, but it's like...
Yeah.
I
Odyssey's...
got like the 20 years of Mario in there. You got to go in, and it was like...
Odyssey was the game where I played through the story and I had a blast, but I wasn't going to be one of those people who went back and collected all the moons.
No.
You know, I love the game. It's a great game, but like...
Yeah,
I'm definitely not a completionist when it comes to Mario. I was like that with Breath of the Wild. I had to get every shrine.
I still to this day have not finished a Zelda game.
Really?
I've played a few.
Dude, they're not easy.
I know.
They're not easy.
I told you I was playing with Jimmy,
yeah.
and your brother helped a little bit.
Where you guys stuck? The Shadow Temple?
Your brother helped us get through the Shadow Temple.
There you go.
And then the problem is, though, we've been playing it for fucking years.
Slowly, just like...
Right. And at first, we were playing it all the fucking time.
You did the thing you normally did. You flew through it, then you like kind of, I'm just going to fall off now.
Right, exactly. But, like... Right, it just got to be where like we weren't spending much time doing it, and like... And then who wants to go back to it when you have no idea what the fuck
you're lost. That's
do?
the thing, is like it's hard. Zelda games you really need to play in one sitting.
Right.
Because if you leave it and you come back, you forget everything. You don't
Exactly.
know
That was the
where the
fucking
hell
point.
you are in the middle of some fucking dungeon.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, it sucks.
Exactly.
You definitely can't leave mid-temple.
No. Oh, no.
No, temples have to be tackled. Do not save in the middle of the temple. They have to be... Well, I mean, save, but intend to finish the temple in that sitting. You know? You don't want to respawn a week later in the middle of the fucking water temple and be like, well, where the fuck am I?
What keys do I have? What place have I traversed? Thank God we did the water temple in one sitting. This was a couple years ago. And we didn't have the blue tunic. Wow. I swear to God, it was the craziest fucking... We didn't even know where to get the fucking blue tunic.
Just get it at Zora's Domain.
We know, but neither of us have
Fair enough. You
played
never played the
Ocarina.
game. It's the thing. I'm such a brat because I've gotten through. I've gotten through it a million times.
Exactly.
Bro, I did the water temple drunk one time. I did a challenge. Like every time an enemy hits you, pause, take a drink.
Oh Jesus!
So I did that, bro. You know what's crazy? It's the fastest I ever did the water temple. Until I reached the final boss. Because by the time I made it to the final boss, I was so wasted. I did it so slowly. And I was smart. I had like 2 fairies in my fucking bag. And I died twice.
You gotta stock up on that shit.
And I died twice.
Jesus
and they brought me back to life.
Christ.
I was just so gone, man.
Oh my God.
I don't recommend this challenge.
No.
Don't
also
do it.
Get the blue tunic because you don't want to have to rise to the top every time you fucking
need some fucking air. Yeah, you definitely need to get the blue tunic. This is old school, man. You know that game Ocarina of Time is like top 20 streamed games on Twitch?
I could see it.
Of all the fucking video games out there.
Well, everyone
that are
loves
released
that
constantly. Everyone would want to watch it again just to go through it. I think they deserve, just because Ocarina and Majora were such staples of the series on the N64, I think they deserve true HD remakes. You got your HD remake on the fucking 3DS, but man, I'm not a big handheld Zelda guy.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten one handheld Zelda game. For real.
Damn.
I only play the console ones. I love Zelda.
Yeah.
I love Zelda. But I only play
Zelda.
Yeah, exactly. But I only play the console titles.
Right.
And there's plenty of those to go around.
Oh, of course.
Those are the flagship
Of course.
titles. But like Spirit Tracks and, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, like I don't
Right.
play those games.
Ha-
But they look great. People
play-
love those games.
Did you play through Skyward Sword?
Of course I did. I love
What did
that
you
game.
think of that?
I love the story.
Because I've been watching the
start there.
Game Grumps play it.
Gotcha. I'll start there. I love the
Yeah.
story. I absolutely love the story. The game's very fun at times. I hate the motion controls.
That seems to be the consensus.
I don't want to play with the Wiimote.
It's terrible.
If any Zelda game deserves an HD remake on a different console, it is Skyward Sword. Because if we can play that on the Switch, where we don't have to play with the annoying Wiimote,
oh god,
bro.
Because it looks like you're just flailing it around.
Dude,
It's
yeah,
like,
dude.
What
It's
is
just
that?
It's just dumb. They tried to do something, and it didn't work.
No, because they just didn't have the technology yet.
Exactly. And not only that, it's like you don't want to play like this, man.
Right, of course.
Like if I'm gonna like swing the sword, it's because now I'm in VR.
Right.
I'm not gonna
Or-
pretend to swing the sword when
But
go ahead.
with the Switch, it's even all right because you
The
play
motion controls are much better.
so
on the Switch.
much better.
But
even playing with Let's Go, you
if
throw
they
the ball, it's very accurate.
if they remake it, I want there to be the option to not do motion controls.
That should be
'Cause
that
that's
should
how
be an
I like-
option in every game.
Also because Breath of the Wild felt amazing on the Joy-Cons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to think about it. They were made. It was made for the
True,
Joy-Cons.
true,
It was
true.
what they were going to launch the. It's so funny. Nintendo does. They got to understand their own formula because you'll notice a stark difference between the consoles that launch with a Zelda title and the ones that don't.
Right.
Like the Switch,
Right.
Breath of the Wild.
That was it.
Wii U didn't have one. Tanked. The Wii had Twilight Princess, and it was one of the best-selling consoles of all time.
Yep.
That's actually pretty funny because I think the Wii U is actually the one system that doesn't have a console title because the NES had Legend of Zelda,
Right.
the SNES had A Link to the Past, the N64 had Ocarina of Time.
Was that a launch title?
I don't know if that was a launch title. Actually, that's right. Come to think of it, I don't even know if the earlier ones were technically launch titles. Probably not the first Zelda because that's before it was really Zelda.
Right.
But I think A Link to the Past was.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I don't really.
I'm
know.
pretty certain Wind Waker on GameCube was a launch.
I think so. I think so.
I don't know. See, this is where eventually I'm gonna have an engineer that can take care of all this production stuff, so that he'll look it up for us.
Right.
Sorry, folks, can't fact check for you.
Sorry.
We're not there
You
yet.
ain't got no internet.
We're gonna get there. Oh, we have the
Yeah,
internet,
well,
but
yes.
it's over there and you're over here,
Hi.
and I prefer to look at you,
Aw,
especially with those
thanks,
shades.
bro.
Those are dope shades.
Gotta wear your sunglasses. That's the law around here.
Well, I mean, when you're a blind albino,
Of course.
it's the law of the land.
Mm-hmm.
But hell yeah.
So you can feel cool.
So you can feel cool.
Gangsta lean.
Mysterious. And you know what? Nobody could read you, man. Eyes are the window to the soul.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying,
You
son?
can never see shit.
I can't read you.
Nope.
You could be fucking with me right now. You could be a straight up sociopath manipulating me to plug your band. And I can't tell because I can't see your eyes.
Shit, he caught me.
Oh my god. But fuck yeah, dude. Cheers on the water.
Cheers. Jesus Christ.
We stay hydrated here at the lodge.
We have to. Water is the essence of life.
Dude,
I say
it's
it at
the-
every live show.
It's the elixir of the
True.
gods.
It really is.
Like, seriously.
You got to stay hydrated. If you don't, then you. The other day, I don't know what the fuck happened. I woke up really late, went to work. I didn't drink anything, and I went home, and I felt like shit, and I had to piece my day back together. I was like, why the fuck am I feeling like garbage
shit,
right
yeah.
now? And then I realized, oh, I have not had anything to drink all
Yep.
fucking day.
That'll fucking do it.
So I'm sitting in my bed. I'm like, and I try to drink some, but at that point you just feel too
Yeah,
shitty.
you're kind of
Right.
shot. You're kind of shot at that point.
So I drink a couple glasses of water, go to bed, and I wake up and I'm like, there goes all that shittiness.
Yeah, it's gone. Dude, fucking, I do my best to do this, and I'll give myself a 50% success rate. But every morning, I try to drink 3 glasses of water before I go to work.
Nice.
You know?
Nice.
Because it lets the body know, hey, we're awake. Here's your fuel.
We're moving, right.
Here's your fuel. Let's go. Send it where you need to send it.
I've been doing that. I do water with lemon. So I usually
Hell yes.
a lot of days I open.
That's really good for you,
at
man.
work. Yeah. So
Which I want to say, dude, you've lost weight.
Oh, thank
You
you.
look good, man. You
Thank
look
you,
good.
man.
You look good.
I stay on my feet more. Waiting, it's
Yeah.
like you're moving around and shit.
No, dude, when I used to be a waiter, that's what I actually liked about it.
Mm-hmm.
That I was on my feet.
Hey, bro, I'll bring that freaking Pokeball into fucking work, and I fucking
Dude, you must
keep
cake.
it in my pocket.
You must cake, dude.
Yo, man.
Oh.
I got my freaking Charizard at the freaking third gym.
Yeah, dude.
Walking
Dude,
around.
they hand them out to you.
Oh, yeah.
You got Squirtle and Bulbasaur too?
Yep. Of course.
Good shit.
Of course.
Who's your... I'm going to ask you a complex question.
All right.
Who's your favorite of the three? And who do you think is the most practical? All inside the world of 152. So when I ask you who's the most practical, it's inside that world of Kanto.
The practical starters?
Who's the most yeah, at the end. Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. I want your opinions.
My favorite?
Who's your favorite?
Charizard. It's gotta be. Of course. How do you, what?
Everybody loves dragons.
Except, there's one better dragon. That fucking Dragonite.
Dragonite.
But,
Most practical.
most practical?
Who's the best for your lineup?
I gotta say Venusaur.
I have the same opinion on both. Venusaur
Bro,
the most
come
practical,
on.
and Charizard is my
You
favorite.
teach him fucking sleep powder or poison power, he's your...
With Toxic.
Yep.
No, what I usually do with him is I do Toxic, then I Leech Seed, and then I Giga
Oh,
Drain.
that's freaking incredible.
And I just vampire everybody.
But you use the poison powder or the sleep powder, and that helps you with catching Pokemon as well.
For sure. No, it's
That's
a
it.
very,
You
very...
need that.
That's true. It's a practical...
Versatile.
That's a good point. It's a very practical catching
Versatile.
Pokemon. But yeah, and the
teach
way
it
I
Giga
see it too,
Drain, yeah.
the way I see it too, it's like, yo, Arcanine and Magmar can hang with Charizard.
Yeah.
Gyarados and Lapras can hang with
with-
Blastoise.
oh, yeah.
What fucking grass type can hang with Venusaur?
None.
Vileplume?
Because it's
No.
also a freaking poison type as well.
Exactly. No one can hang with fucking Venusaur like that, dude.
The other two starters are one type.
Yeah, well, Charizard in the later ones is both fire and
fire,
flying.
yeah.
But Blastoise, yeah. But dude, they're all fun. I have them all in my starting lineup because
Oh, of
they're the
course,
OGs.
great.
They're the
Come on.
OGs.
It's
You know what's
freaking
great?
Pokemon Yellow.
I was never a big fan. I was a little bit when I was a kid. I was never a big fan of the legendary birds being in my lineup. They felt cheap
Yeah.
because they're so good.
When I play through any Pokemon game, I'll catch the legendaries. I won't use them. I can't. I feel like it's cheating.
Admittedly, though, I use Mew in Let's Go because Mew is my favorite Pokemon, and he always has been.
Fucking Mew is beautiful.
My
I actually
favorite.
named my Mew Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss?
Snagglepuss.
That's
Exit
hilarious.
stage left.
That's great.
But,
I named my Mew Darwin.
ooh,
Because
'cause
Mew-
he's all he
He has the DNA of all the Pokemon.
Yep,
So it's
yep,
like
yep.
Darwin. It all stems from you.
genius.
Yeah, because you know what it is. Like when I was a kid, I caught all 150. I remember,
There's that one that you could
and I didn't know about
never
Mew.
get.
I didn't know about Mew because I was like 8, and then I saw the Pokemon movie, and Mew was there, and then I heard you can catch Mew in the game. I was like, what do you mean you can catch Mew in the game? And that was like, honestly, it was a thing that taught me how to dig on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I used Yahoo back then.
Oh yeah.
We were a Yahoo
Ask
house.
Jeeves.
Yes, Jeeves. That's a throwback, baby.
That fucking guy with the tray, and he's like, let me answer.
Well, he's there to serve you,
Of course.
you know? But yeah, dude, so the chase for this legendary Pokemon that I didn't even know about, it thrilled me so much as a child. And then when I got him, I was so hyped.
Oh yeah. And now they're just giving him away with this Pokeball.
Yeah, now you can buy them.
It's freaking great though. Like,
It's great, but I really would have loved to hunt Mew again.
here's the deal though.
What's
They're
up?
doing it for all of us that played the games as a kid
And didn't get to have
could
Mew.
never have.
That's
and they put
true.
a price tag on them.
That's true.
They're freaking geniuses.
No, dude, Nintendo knows how to make money.
Come on.
They know how to fucking make money, dude. The fact that they broke even on the Wii U is astonishing.
They broke even on that shit.
They broke even on it. Apparently, that's what the word is. But who knows where the word came
That
from?
shit.
And if the word has an agenda. But yeah, apparently they broke even on the fucking Wii U. And the other thing is apparently because they've been around so long. Because did you know they've been around since like I think the late 19th century? Nintendo. They were they were trading card. Well, first they were like a trading card company, and then they were like a hotel company, and they were they've been multiple companies, like, and they just kept expanding, and then they got into the arcade scene, and they're like, we're rolling with this.
Oh yeah,
we can do this.
That's where the fucking money was.
Exactly. But for a long time, they were like love hotels. That's actually what Nintendo used to own.
Holy shit.
They used to own love hotels in Japan. And yeah, they did trading cards for a while.
Something new every day. Look at this.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, they've been very good at what they've done for a long time. Good enough to survive all this time.
Of course.
Like,
and now they're more than surviving.
They're huge. They're like, you know what's crazy? It's like Joe and I were talking about this earlier, and it was like, if anyone is a like threat to Disney on a media,
I was literally about to say,
if
only fucking thing,
Nintendo,
fucking Disney is ruling the fucking world right now. Did you see that fucking trailer for
Infinity War? Yeah,
Holy
absolutely.
Holy shit! And the best part about that shit, they did not give shit
away.
away.
They gave nothing away.
Nothing away. If you've watched all the other movies, you fucking know exactly that. People will be like, oh, but Paul Rudd, I didn't know that he survived. Well, if you watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, you know that he fucking survived.
Yep. The snap. Hell
fucking
yeah, dude.
Genius.
What else was great about it is like, so they were like really serious for like 80% of the trailer.
Right.
And then like, you know, you got fucking, you know, Captain America's crying. Oh, yeah. Iron Man's dying.
I got 4 days of food left. Oh.
But then Paul Rudd's like, hey guys, you gonna let me in?
Just is that pre-recorded?
Yeah.
No, I'm Ant-Man. I know you know Ant-Man.
So good, man.
But how crazy is that shit, though?
Well, Hawkeye's back, baby.
Yeah.
And he's in his Ronin outfit.
Yeah. He got that fucking sword that he wiped the blood off. Ooh,
you know what I think? I know what I think's up with him. I think his family died in the snap.
Of course.
And now he's gone. He's just a shadow. Now he's a shadow lurking.
What else does he have now? He has
no
tether to
he's
like
in
the real world.
He's in his Ronin outfit.
Right.
You know, yeah. He's gone rogue.
Yeah. Because what else does he have to do? He has no family to go back to. He has no reason to.
And it's harsh because he gave it all up for his family. Exactly. That's why he gave up the whole Hawkeye thing.
Exactly. How crazy is that shit?
No, there's serious depth to that. By the way, rest in peace, Stan Lee, bro.
Oh my God.
Rest in peace, Stan Lee.
Fucking loss of the world.
What a true inspiration. Excelsior. What a beautiful fucking what a beautiful mind.
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful mind.
Just the things that he created.
Well, his whole thing was he was always a fan of comic books when he was growing up, but he never felt like the characters were relatable enough. He made them all human.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
I saw some lights go on. What do you want to say? I saw some lights go on.
You know me. I'm more of a DC guy.
I'm more of a DC guy too. Seriously.
And what Stan Lee did with Marvel,
he made characters more human.
And
DC
he made
and
DC
did yes.
Right. He made DC have to up the ante.
Exactly. Competition's good, man.
Right, exactly.
We all get cooler shit when there's competition.
Exactly. What are you going to do when freaking Superman's lifting a book with infinity pages?
Yeah, exactly.
How are you going to relate to this guy?
Exactly.
Which thankfully they've brought back his scaling and shit. But
absolutely.
Superman is fucking ridiculous.
Dude, let's talk about DC. I want to talk to you
about
DC. I want to talk to you about DC. I want to talk to you about the DCU.
It sucks.
It sucks. Are you seeing Aquaman?
Apparently, it's fucking amazing.
No way.
From what I've heard...
This isn't Warner Brothers propaganda to try and save the DCU?
No, man. From what I've heard, people who've seen it already. My cousin's seeing it. It comes out next week, right?
Yeah.
He's seeing it this weekend because he got an early pass.
Holy shit.
I'm going to text him after this. I'm going to see what the fuck is going on because hopefully the critics are right. They're saying that it's not quite Wonder Woman, but what the fuck is going to be Wonder Woman at this point?
Honestly, I really liked Wonder Woman. Please don't get me wrong. I really liked Wonder Woman. But it's it was as good as your average Marvel film. These days.
Yeah. It had that
I
sort
feel like Marvel's
formula.
Still putting out much better movies than that.
And
I'm a DC guy, bro. I'm a DC guy.
Bro, Young Justice is coming back.
That looks cool.
Have you watched Young Justice
I haven't watched any Young Justice.
Bro, you gotta get on that shit.
It's dope.
It's amazing.
That's crazy.
I loved Teen Titans as a kid. That show.
Me too.
It was amazing. But this does the DC universe better than any other thing.
Here's my thing with the DCU. Everything other than movies, they're incredible.
Oh yeah,
the video games, the actual
games.
comics. You know, it's just the TV shows. They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I think their big fault was with the cinematic universe? Did you really think you were gonna build the DCU without giving us a flagship Batman movie? Sorry. Sorry.
No,
you want to get the people hyped. You want to come on.
Of course, it should have been Superman then Batman. But you needed to give it a little more time.
Well, Man of Steel was a good time. Man of Steel was a good start.
I did not like.
I know you didn't like.
You know I don't like Man of Steel.
I know you don't like
because it's not fucking Superman.
Here's what I say: but I think that's kind of the point, though, because I think we're seeing him become Superman. That he's just because he's not Superman now doesn't mean that he wouldn't become Superman.
That's fine, but I would like to see him become Superman.
I agree.
By the end of that movie.
You know, I agree with you on that. I love the first half. The second half, I felt like they dropped the ball.
Okay, so
that's where I'm on with that movie.
I don't like any of that freaking Krypton bullshit. That it went on for freaking 20 minutes.
I understand.
And you're sitting with Russell Crowe and he's kind of acting, but not really. And
you can save her, Cal.
Right, and I didn't like
he wasn't great. He wasn't great.
I didn't like that Michael Keaton was like, yo. Oh, not Michael Keaton. What the fuck was his name?
Zod?
No. The guy who played...
Superman?
No, his dad.
Oh,
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, that's his name. Yep.
I hated how he was like, don't go out there. Don't be a hero. You got to stay as a child. Because that's not who he is. He wants his son to fucking do...
But he did want that. But his point was that it's too soon, that the people weren't ready for him, that he wasn't ready to be what he would need to be. He held him off. He's like, what you becoming Superman is more important than you saving my life right now.
See, I don't see it that way. It's
my gripe with it. This is where I don't like it. Is the only way that could make sense was if Clark hadn't already displayed Superman-type powers to the world.
He's been doing that for years.
Had it still been a secret, you would have felt it more.
Exactly.
So I'm with you on that.
Maybe
I'm with you on
Lana
that to an extent.
Maybe Pete Ross, but everyone in the fucking town, everyone in the fucking 3-mile radius, 4-mile...
Saw that shit.
Right,
Yeah.
Knows what he did. He fucking pulled
the bus out of the fucking water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just fucking get that shit. Also, fucking Zod. I will find him. I didn't like that shit. Like, what the fuck?
We disagree so much in this movie because I thought Zod was awesome. I thought they nailed Zod.
Remember when we saw that movie? I passed the fuck
out, dude. You fell asleep.
That fucking Krypton shit was so boring.
It was I don't know, man. I kind of we just disagree.
Krypton politics.
We just disagree.
Come on, the Science League. Like, come on, 5-10 minutes.
They were demonstrating the archetype that dooms a society, and Superman was born to end that cycle on Earth. Maybe it was boring, yes, but it had its purpose, and it wasn't terribly boring.
Okay.
It was crazy to see the fucking world burning and shit.
So the prequels, that all had its purpose, right? That
are we
was
talking Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Okay. So we jumped ship.
Oh yeah, let's talk about space politics right now.
Too much politics in fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, let's do it.
But you see, that was Superman kept it to the first 15, 20 minutes. Star Wars had scenes from it the whole 2.5 hours.
Oh my god!
So I feel like you can't compare the politics to in fucking Star Wars prequels to fucking Man of Steel.
Oh no,
Man of Steel got out of your way after the first 15, 20 minutes. They just needed to establish a foundation.
I just wanted to fuck with you a little bit. Jeez,
it worked.
Christ.
Oh, it worked, dude. It worked.
But fuck, those movies sucked.
Dude, Batman vs Superman's trash. I didn't even see Suicide Squad because I heard it was trash.
Neither did I.
I
refused to see that movie.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
even care about the
movie.
Suicide Squad.
Me neither.
Why would you care?
I don't give a shit.
It was their excuse to bring out Harley Quinn because she's hot,
bro. And you know what my problem was, and somebody told me because I didn't see the movie. Did you see it?
No.
Okay, so apparently, and I've heard this from multiple people, is they really try to paint the romance of Joker and Harley Quinn,
which is disgusting.
It's
disgusting.
Disgusting's a hard word, but it's, you know what it is.
It's just because they romanticize.
They romanticize the fact he's a fucking
abusive
abuser.
relationship.
He's a real
They
abuser.
romanticize that.
I know.
And it's disgusting. And then you go see online, like, kids retweet memes like relationship goals, and it's like
And it's Joker and Harley
holding
and shit,
Harley.
yeah.
Like, what?
No, you don't want to be the Joker and Harley Quinn. It's Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
That's not newsflash. That is not the type of relationship you want.
She was his freaking psychiatrist, and then he fucking redid it and fucking
He
burrowed
fucked her
into
mind.
her mind.
He
and
fucked
just
her
fucked
mind, yo.
her up.
It was bad. I felt like the cartoon where she actually debuted. Many people
yeah.
don't know that Harley
Yep.
Quinn debuted in the cartoon, not the comics.
That Batman the animated series,
Awesome. That might be the best Batman content you can get.
Oh my god,
That might be the best Batman content you can get. Straight up.
Kevin Conroy, best Batman of all time. He is
As
Batman.
a voice.
Mark Hamill,
Best
Joker of all time.
Best Joker
I
of all
don't
time.
like
As
Heath
a voice.
Ledger.
As a voice.
Heath Ledger is great, but once you hear that laugh from
The Mark Hamill laugh?
you know
Yeah.
it. You know it. It's
Isn't that hilarious?
iconic.
Isn't this hilarious? Not also hilarious, but almost astounding that Mark Hamill got to embody like the stereotypical American hero,
Yep.
Luke Skywalker, and the stereotypical American villain, the
Yep.
Joker.
Yep, he's that both the lines.
And
then he
props
was
to you, Mr. Hamill.
incredible. What do you think of The Last Jedi with him?
I like his arc. I didn't like the movie, but I
did
like his
too.
arc. I like Luke's
love
arc.
Luke's arc and Rey and
Kylo. No, you're right. Those three.
Incredible.
But yo, everything else was fucking a steaming pile of garbage.
I disagree.
I think everything else other than those three, garbage.
I liked what they did with Leia. I liked that she
I
survived. I wouldn't like to
She
have
should have
seen her
died.
just
She should have
die.
died. She should have died when Kylo shot the ship.
See, I feel like that's just like
Because, dude, no one's really dead in Star Wars. She'll come back as a Force ghost, and you'll
That's-
get your closure that way. But that would have been it. If Kylo killed both his father and his mother, come on.
right, but they were trying to
Watch them
show-
die.
They were trying to show that he was still conflicted. He still is conflicted.
Well, that's his arc, because he's a completely, terribly
He doesn't
conflicted
know.
character.
He doesn't know. And then you see him kill Snoke. I'm sorry, spoilers, massive spoilers, but this movie came out
It's
almost
not
a year
It's not
ago,
spoiler.
so
Fuck
get
off.
the fuck out of here.
Fuck off. Go on.
He killed his fucking master because he knew that shit was fucked up.
Yep.
He just doesn't like that shit is fucked up. And he thinks he can fix it, but the way he's trying to fix it is not fucking right.
Well, you don't fix it by destruction. You fix it
Don't
with
fix
creation.
by destruction, fear, you don't fix things like that.
Well, I always felt that. See, I'm glad you're bringing this up because I feel like really what Star Wars is getting at is the dark side, is the embodiment of chaos, and the rebellion is the embodiment of order.
Right. It's not good and evil necessarily.
It's not good and evil. There's a balance. The Force is
Exactly.
chaos and order.
Exactly.
And you're right. He's trying to fix shit, but he's using chaos, and that's not how fixing shit works. You need
Exactly.
order when you want to fix shit.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And look, sometimes, the Jedi were corrupt.
Oh, yeah,
Sometimes
they
chaos
fuck it
needs
up.
to come up
Yeah.
and fucking balance
yeah.
the Force.
The Jedi sucked.
The Jedi were terrible. They were political.
Sucked.
They got political.
And,
they had political
and they became
power.
generals. Like,
Yeah.
come
No,
on.
it was
They're
corrupt.
supposed to be like the uniting peacekeeping. Like, they should have had nothing to do with the politics or anything. They were supposed to be a complete separate entity, and then they brought all of it together.
Who's the bigger hero? Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker? Because we're talking about this, and like, do you feel what I'm feeling, that Vader, like Anakin became Vader because he felt there was an imbalance? The Jedi did have too much power.
Yes.
He wasn't
which
right to
isn't
think they were
wrong.
evil. He wasn't right to think they were
Right.
evil and to villainize them in the way he did. But he was right that the Jedi were abusing their power.
But how are you going to call a hero someone who, when you watch, have you seen Rogue One?
Yes.
When he just
slaughter.
straight up
The slaughter.
murders, and he murdered children.
You don't think?
Excuse me.
I agree.
Younglings.
Younglings. Hold on.
They were very specific.
But
about
you don't think someone can redeem themselves, and doesn't that make them a hero? Isn't the act of redemption heroic, and that makes them that makes them a hero in the story?
I honestly think some things are irredeemable, like mass killings. That's, to me, irredeemable.
But here's my thing.
I'm sorry to any
I agree.
killers out there.
yeah. Hope we don't offend the murderers. Oh my God. But I still think, even though he did bad things, and even though you can be a genocidal maniac, that one, you can still be redeemed, and that in itself makes you a hero. But he was, when we watched it, he was terribly manipulated.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so how much of it is his fault when he was born a slave, he's adopted by this corrupt order, and then some totalitarian fucking, for lack of a better term, evil maniac, Palpatine comes, and he says, "Oh, you want to stop people from dying?
I am the Senate."
Yeah, and he's and he's haunted by visions of Padme dying, and then Palpatine tells him he can help him achieve power that could save her life. You know, he was just super manipulated. He was doing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He did some pretty terrible things that can't be forgiven, that he did ultimately pay for. It's not like Darth Vader got the noble hero's arc.
You're
you know,
right.
he had like the he died.
Right.
You know, spoiler: Darth Vader dies. But oh no, I don't know.
Now that's a 30-year-old spoiler. More than that. That's okay. You guys better know that shit.
No bitching about that. But I don't know. It's a worthy argument.
Vader dies.
Yeah.
No, but
obviously Luke is the one you should look up to.
Yeah.
But it's about, I guess I'm asking, who's the more epic story?
I don't know. I like Luke's.
I love Luke's story.
Because I love the fact that he became a hermit, like freaking
just like Yoda. And just like Ben Kenobi.
And
he's part of a lineage. It's his destiny.
They got so involved in it, and became so knowledgeable about the Force and shit.
They just had to go.
Right. They couldn't. You can't live with that kind of knowledge and like be a part of like a world movement or like and like once you get and you see the kinds of things that they saw, that damages you as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't want to fucking like.
No, some of the best acting I've ever seen was actually at the end of The Force Awakens.
Oh,
the look of profound sadness in Luke's eyes when he turned around and saw Rey.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I love that he just tossed the lightsaber too. That was great.
Of course.
Fucking all those, that scene or like the 3 different tellings of how he went and almost killed Kylo, I guess. How, like,
that was a little much.
I loved it. Because you see from the beginning, like, you get that first story of, like, oh, he's going to go kill him. But then you hear it from Kylo's point of view. And he's like, yeah, I woke up and this guy's fucking murdering me. This guy's ready to put on his lightsaber.
Yeah,
he's gonna kill me. Which, if you just woke up in your fucking room and someone had a fucking lightsaber, you would obviously...
You'd question everything.
Right.
But I just think, if I may, it's just a little much that, like, you know, he saw darkness in Ben.
Right.
He saw what Ben was going to become, and he knew the only way to actually stop it was to kill him. So
that was his initial belief.
Yes, that was exactly that was his thought.
Thing.
You know,
his initial thought.
He never once thought that he could save him.
And that's why, like, when he went in there and he turned on the lightsaber, and when you see that scene for the 3rd time, he looks at it and he's horrified with himself, because he's always forever preached that that's not.
It's not the way
to do it.
Yeah,
and he made a mistake. He didn't kill him, so he didn't murder younglings, but he made a mistake. And the
dark side lurks within all of us.
Exactly.
Including Luke Skywalker.
Exactly.
Yes.
You even saw that in Return of the Jedi. When he's fighting,
when he gets
Vader,
angry,
and he's like, "Oh, and your sister," and he's like, "No!"
And then Palpatine, the fucking mass manipulator, is like, "Yes, fulfill your destiny."
Oh God, and he looked so fucked up.
Yeah,
it was gross.
It's so funny, but it's so funny that fucking Mace Windu's the one who did that to him.
Oh yeah,
you know, looking forward.
Yeah.
But do you think in that scene where Mace Windu's like fucking force lightning his face, do you think Palpatine was putting on a show? Do you think he manipulated that to happen because he knew that's how he could get...
Course.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, right?
Because then you could see that freaking Mace Windu was killing this guy who said that he could help you save your wife.
Yeah. But here's a random theory I have. Because like you see how like Snoke is able to like almost like incept, like force project you into like a telepathic thing. You think Snoke was putting those nightmares in Anakin's brain?
I could be a possibility.
Yeah, I always thought it's fun thing. I've been playing.
That's actually genius. I never thought about that. That's fucking smart. He probably could.
Because Snoke could do that. You know, he taught Kylo how to do it.
Yeah,
that's how he's able to reach Rey. Which those were the best scenes in the film, though.
Oh my god,
the telepathic scenes between Kylo and Rey. Those are the best in the movie.
Incredible.
And the throne room was cool too.
I love where they're fighting side by side. They had a connection, and they always have
had a connection.
I also love that. I kind of love that Rey is no one. I
loved. That I loved. No, everything they did with Rey, Kylo, and Luke, they nailed. It's everything else where I'm like, you fell really short. One, because it's boring, and two, because it's shallow.
Oh yeah, the Canto Bite bullshit on the gambling planet was
oh my god, the Las Vegas planet.
It was horrible. That the second time I saw that movie, that's
you know what I liked though. You know what I liked about that scene though. What? What's his name? What is it? Benicio del Toro, I think his name is, the actor.
Yes.
Whatever character he played.
His stutter.
Yeah. The character he played was like, oh yeah, these rich people, they fund the warrior in.
Oh yeah.
And they fund both sides, and then they cash out, and this is where they party. So keep doing your little fat battle.
So there's a purpose in that, you're telling me.
Yes, there should be. No, that was one of my gripes with The Last Jedi, but I reserve it because I have another movie to expose it. But I'm like, well, we know who the real villain is. It's these fucking arms dealers on planet Las Vegas that are funding this fucking war.
Of course.
So this is the real villain. So I'd like to believe where we're going is Kylo's gonna quote unquote see the light.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like maybe the rebellion and the fucking thing will team up and go for the fucking gamblers. Maybe. But I don't know. It just seemed a little out of place, even though I thought it was cool because I think it's a good allegory for what's going on today. But I don't know.
I liked Rian Johnson's take. The problem for me and the reason why a lot of people have a problem with Rey being no one is that it was that fucking J.J. Abrams comes in with one movie, leaves all these fucking mysteries, all these like little things, and he's like, okay, you figure it out. You tell the rest of the story. It's like,
well, isn't J.J. coming back for 9?
He wasn't supposed to.
I know. But The Last Jedi had a lot of backlash.
Right.
So Johnson lost the job, but they did not. I think they canceled his trilogy too.
That's fucked up. I don't think they should have done that. There was just too much Star Wars, though. You're giving a freaking side movie to fucking Han Solo before.
Did you see Solo?
I did not. I loved it. I didn't care to.
I loved it.
Why do I need to see Han Solo before his arc? Why do I need to see Well,
Rogue you see
One?
His arc fills out a little bit.
Or Rogue One.
Did you see Rogue One?
I did.
Rogue One was cool.
I did not like Rogue One.
You didn't like it? No. I didn't think it was anything super cool or great, but it was good.
Necessary. It just wasn't necessary.
I think you'd like Solo. I actually think you'd really like Solo.
In the beginning of Rogue One, or in the beginning of Episode 4, you find out that everyone died getting these plans. They have a line specifically saying that. And then they tried to shoehorn in a bunch of these like rebel guys and they come together and they're together for like 10 minutes and they're like, we have to stay together because we're a team. It's like, where's your team building? You guys have been together for like 5 minutes. And then they all die. Oh, why should I care about that?
Fair enough.
That's just my opinion.
I feel you. But listen, we have to wrap this up soon.
Okay.
But you got anything else you want to say about the brown sugar and the blind albinos?
Again,
Let's spill that over again. Let's go. Well, before you tell us what we're playing, because that's what we're going to close on.
Okay.
What are you guys releasing? All right. I know you mentioned the live EP, but give the people an idea of what's in the works.
So this live EP is coming out. Like you said, we got 6 songs on that. We're ready to go with that. Once we put that out, that's going to get we needed to put something out so that we can get people to notice and like hear something so that they know what to...
You need an example of content, absolutely.
So our goal right now is to find as many places to play and play them all. That's it.
Fuck yeah.
And once we do that, we have pretty much worth of material. We might have an album done by the summer.
Wow.
At least like everything written.
Fuck yeah.
The way we're pumping shit out, the only reason why we haven't been like really writing recently is because we've got some
you're
shit. You're
rehearsing, you're playing the shows,
we got shit to get ready for. But once we play a couple gigs, we're going to sit down and really like come up with more songs and just groove and jam, and that's what it's about. I love the way we write music. I like that one of us can come in with a part and then we jam it out to figure everything out. I feel it comes, that's the natural way to do it.
You all do your job.
Right.
You all do your job.
That's
shit.
how I like to write music.
Well, it's good because it lets everybody have their own voice.
Right.
And that's when you get the best shit.
Exactly.
That's when you get the best shit.
There are some bands like like the Mars Volta, who Omar would have everyone come in, not tell them what part of the song they're playing, or not even tell them what song. He just okay, you're playing this, and where like his point is like, okay, if they know what part of the song they're playing, or if they know the context of what they're playing, they'll play it differently. So he wanted it to be as
straight as possible.
Right.
I get that. But you guys aren't like that.
No.
You guys are you're the antithesis to that. You guys get to have your own voice. So tell them where you're playing at, and we'll wrap this up.
So we are playing at One-Eyed Jack's December 29th. We start at 9:30 or 10.
How much are tickets?
$5.
$5 tickets, motherfuckers.
You can afford $5.
$5 come on.
If not, put like
how
your
long's the
pennies
set
in a row.
list?
2 hours.
2 hours? People could drink there?
Oh,
they got a
it's
bar
a
and shit?
bar.
It's a
It's a
bar.
bar.
Come on. We got a $5 fucking cover
amazing.
charge. They're going to do a 2-hour set. There's going to be a bar.
You're going to hear your favorites, some covers, a lot of...
Lodge folks, I want to see us come out for Brown
It's
Sugar and the
gonna be a
Blind
great
Albinos,
time.
December 29th. David Freese, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
Can't wait to
having
have
me,
you on
bro.
again.
Oh, I can't
When that
wait.
live
It's gonna be
EP
a
comes
lot of
out, you
fun.
got to bring it here.
Of course.
All right. Have a good night, my brother.
Good night, man.
Well, I mean, we're going to play the Smash tournament, so...
I'm going to kick your ass.
Bring it, bitch!